MJ has come a long way since he started Speakup and has put in a lot of work. So please, ladies and gentlemen, give him a massive round of applause. MJ is enthusiastic, a positive person who wants to share his story and his vision with you tonight. So please put your hands together with MJ for his title, The Future Fund of My Heart. MJ, everybody!
Thank you, everybody. Can I just get you to put your hand on your heart for a minute? Just feel your heartbeat and say thank you. Yes. There you go, on my heart. I'll go from the beginning. I'm from a little country called Gambia. And when I was 11 years old, I woke up one morning and I was struggling to breathe. So I went into my parents' bedroom to tell them about it. And the first thing that came up was, oh, maybe you have asthma. Or maybe, something wrong with, your lungs and that. So we started going to hospital. Then I started missing school. Then I was starting to get chest pains. But then, because it's a third world country, they didn't have the facilities about heart and stuff like medicals. So my mom tried and took me to the neighboring country, Senegal, where I was diagnosed with muscular stenosis. There was a problem with my valve. It was really hard because then I didn't get to go back to school, and it took years anyway, and they didn't know much about it. Luckily, when I was 16, my parents tried for me to get overseas treatment. They tried South Africa, Europe, lots of other places, but unfortunately they were unlucky. And at the age of 17, I was lucky enough to come to this country for treatment. But then they didn't have enough money. They raised about £2,000 when the operation was like thousands of pounds. So that went down the drain, and I started with one valve, and through the years, I just kept studying or working. I totally forgot about it until maybe 2013, 14, where I learned I've got 3 valves leaking, and then that is when it started to affect my life. And because I'm not a British citizen, I can't get it under the NHS, so we had to raise some money. And with the help of my beautiful wife over there, she's the one that came up with that, by the way, so all credit to her. And she came up with From My Heart. And because she's a writer, she wrote my story and published it on the internet, on her blog, and it went viral all of a sudden. And I was featured in the tabloids, in the newspapers and TVs. And all of a sudden, we were able to raise £45,000 within just 3 months. That was really great. And finally, on the 1st of June 2014, my whole life changed. I didn't wake up for three days. She witnessed everything, I couldn't tell you. But the first thing I realized when I woke up, or what I experienced, was such an excruciating pain. I didn't know what happened. Okay, it was on a Sunday, the 1st, right? So I was excited, I'm gonna have this operation, I was just excited. But then when I woke up 3 days later, I got lost. I didn't know where I was, I didn't know what was happening. I couldn't even open my eyes, I was high on morphine, something about it. And I had to learn how to walk again. That was the hardest bit about it. It took me days to stand on my feet, but I did manage to. And after that, I went to physio at the QE for about 3 months. That was really good, and they helped me go through the gym and transition over there. And then in 2015, January, that little child, Munchkin, was born. That's my son, Gabriel. He's the joy of my life, and my whole world changed anyway. And that was in Halloween? Was it Halloween? Yes. That's my family in Cannon Hill Park. We went to the zoo, and that's him and his cousins. That's my library behind it. I love reading. But the reason I'm going with From My Heart is because I want to give back. Because when I needed the help, people were there to help me get my treatment and gave me a second chance. So I want to offer that second chance to somebody else out there. And my goal is to make From My Heart as big as British Heart Foundation in the next 15, 20, 30 years. I want to leave a legacy for my son and my son's sons. so that people with heart diseases around the world wouldn't suffer like I did. And if you want to follow more about it, there's a Facebook page and a Twitter page. You can just follow through and help in any way you can. And before I go, today is a special day for me because it's my mother's birthday. And she is 5,000 miles away in Gambia, so I would just appreciate it if you can just sing a happy birthday to her. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Well done, mate. Great job.
Thanks.